No.
Yes, it's got shape.
You think it needs it?
Like me, yes. Holding a camera becomes increasingly difficult.
We're into it a bit soon, aren't we? Look, we're upside down. Milk bean.
Can you do a label for me, John? Sorry, Ian, I wasn't being very...
No. I don't really know how much emphasis to put on it, or how much of it.
Yeah, they've been forced and they've been 30s, you know, way back. That's really bad, isn't it? So where do you get
I suppose it's nearly taken us 15 years to get here. It was first thought of in the early 80s, and after a lot of trials and tribulations, we have at last found what I think is the most wonderful building for a museum. It's been a lot of hard work by a lot of people. And I think that it should be something that the people of Witney will be very proud of. We are going to ask the children from, which school is it?
Queen Emma's Dyke.
Queen Emma's Dyke. I knew, no, Queen Emma's Dyke. Queen's Dyke, sorry. I knew I was going to get it wrong. They are going to put a time capsule that they have made into this little cubby hole, and then Right Honourable Douglas Hurd, our MP, is going to screw on a little plaque to commemorate this opening. Would you like to get the bits that you have on? And I'll take the screwdriver and the screws out.
Good. You show people what it is you're putting in. Putting in pictures, toys. Shall I read their letter?
Yes.
Dear friends, 7th of June. That's today. We are 4 pupils from the Queensdyke School. We've been studying Witney as part of our schoolwork this term. This has included a trip round Early's Blanket Factory on Burford Road, a visit to St Mary's Church, and a number of walks to different parts of Witney to look at the buildings. Our school has about 390 children aged from 5 to 11. 3 upper junior classes, 4 lower juniors, 6 infant classes. We are all in the lower juniors and have been chosen to place this time capsule in the wall of the new Witney District Museum. Our names are Luke Pinker, that's you, Andrew Hazakli, that's you, Felicity Harker, that's you, and Kaylee Home, that's you, and they're aged 8 and 9. We hope you find the things we've placed in this time capsule interesting. They were chosen to show you a little of what life is like for us in 1996. We've included pictures. Who's got the pictures? Pictures, toys, a map, a CD, and a newspaper. Excellent. Okay. So when is it got to be opened? I mean, is there a date on it?
They're going to put what?
Yeah.
Oh, when is it going to be opened? Who knows?
I see.
We shall seal up the screw holes.
Yes. Yes. Excellent.
And nobody will know
Nobody will
that it
know.
is there.
A mystery. But you've got to tell your children, okay, that it's there, and they've got to tell their children, and they've got to tell their children. Will you remember? Okay.
Right, if you'd like to put those in there, I think you had put the big one in that corner, then that one. I think that one's got to go on top, and we'll put that will work.
Now then,
Let me give you the screwdriver.
you're entirely responsible for this.
Now that it should all line up.
Yeah.
Hold on. Good.
You're going to hold the other screws for me. You just give me one screw at a time.
I'm sorry it's not a silver-plated screwdriver.
Much harder work than planting a tree. Next one.
Well, we felt you had to work for yours. Well, I was assured you were a great handyman.
Exactly. Something I'm not. One more.
Thank you. Do all four of them. While Mr. Hurd is doing that, I would just like to say something of thanks to the Bartlett Taylor Trust, who have made the whole of this museum possible. That they have provided this building for us at a very small rent, i.e. 1 peppercorn a year. And it gives me great pleasure to be able to say that we can guarantee to any donors that we have all the rent paid for the next 35 years. I have bought 35 peppercorns, which I have put in an envelope, and we have got this stored so that if you require the rent, we have it, and anybody that we apply for grants to, we can say that we have enough money to cover the rent for the next 35 years. No,
Yeah, well, I really am more than ordinarily pleased to be doing this, because I think it fills a gap which I felt was an important gap in Witney. I mean, here we are. This is a historic town. It's made a success of moving from the past to the present. But it's very important that people should remember what has been here and how what is here now relates to what was there in the past. So many buildings now are still around, but they've got different uses from what they used to have. People who remember the old uses are going to pass on. And there's a real danger, unless there is a museum, that things will get forgotten. And people in places which forget their past are losing a huge part of the pleasure of life. I feel that very strongly. Now, museums used to be, in my childhood, very dry as dust places. They were full of stuffed birds and flint heads, and it was less than exciting. But here you have the makings of a very good Witney Museum. I say the makings because you've told me over and again this is just the beginning. I'm sure there's a whole flood of material that you will get as you get going. I like very much the idea of having a gallery upstairs. I hope everybody's been up to the gallery and seen what Peter Turner and his colleagues have made of it. I think it's very attractive, and it plays as now for showing talented local painting, but for all kinds of other things as well. so that this won't be a place where it's always the same things. And your friends won't be saying, well, I've been to the Witney Museum, because it will always be different. There'll be things coming and going, and I think that that's also a very important part of it. So I really am very enthusiastic about this. I just hope that peppercorns haven't gone into the time capsule. I think there'll be legal complications in that. Yeah. But of course these things are not done without a lot of hard work, and I would like to thank the pioneers of this. Yourself, Stossard Davis, others, who have really seen this project through. It's taken a long time, and you've had to raise a lot of money, and you've had to get this building, and you've had to get it right. And money has come from a lot of friends, a lot of people, and I'm sure more will come. And I'm sure you will now go out and get covenants and so on, so people can give sums on a professional basis. But you've also had help from the local authority. And I have here, in fact, a cheque. The grant from the West Oxfordshire District Council, Neil Robson assures me, is £15,000, but being a careful fellow, you don't get it all at once. But I'm very glad to hand over to this cheque for £5,000 from the West Oxfordshire District Council. I'm even also very glad to find that they bank with the National Investment Bank. So, congratulations.
I would just like to say a quick word of thanks to a few people. There have been many people that have been involved in this project, but over the last short time, and Douglas Davis has kept us all together.
Yes, well, this is what it what is the three numbers?
See you again. Sorry? Oh yes, yes, you can put that in. You see the large building? They're all donated by
This gap, or communicate by magic across this gap. In fact, the City of London is obsolete. They all might as well stay at home and do it from the city.
Yeah, but that's because technical progress has made these buildings thing for a number of seconds. Yeah, but just people there making certain that the people are listening. We don't know. What I do really feel
We did that to evening classes.
Are you on the wall?
No, I'm not on the board here, but whoever was in my class.
Correctly, my hand.
the changes of been building over centuries.
This move.
Well,